Stengel's still on.
He has. Now he's got to go. Howe comes at him and a thumping collision.
Shattering. I mean, he literally is the heart and soul of our football club.
Guys, just on the ground level, we heard that hit from here. That was huge. Stengel.
Look at this here. This is incredible to see the togetherness.
So to see one of your close teammates in a state like that, it's pretty distressing. And
I guess at that point, I didn't realise how bad it really was.
We'll miss him on and off the field, yeah.
Football's not worth it. He just wants to get back to being able to do just general day-to-day things.
You saw me 8 weeks ago. He was like, there's no chance that you'll ever step foot on a footy field again, like just by looking at me. Yeah, I think for me, the whole build-up leading into round one, the feel that you get, it's like everyone's kind of on the edge of their seats because the expectation comes with how we probably performed the previous year. So you're excited, you're nervous, there's a fair bit of you're pretty anxious about how the result's going to go as much as you don't want to think about it. There's obviously moments where you can feel quite vulnerable in a game. Sometimes how it happens, the ball got kicked a little bit higher, so I was like, I'm a chance. I was like, I'll be able to impact this ball. And the way that it unfolded, I jumped up, kind of turned my body to the side, and there's like the spotlights that go through the centre part of the MCC. And unfortunately enough, I jump up, turn my body, and I catch like direct eye vision straight into the lights. So when I'm upside down, I go to put my hands down and find the ground, but all I see is like a black blob. It's like, oh, it mustn't be there. And then I've relaxed, and all of a sudden my arm's taken full brunt with that. So my elbow tried to dislocate. Generally, that's what happens when it gets in a spot, but mine's managed to hang on. So the next thing that gave way was my forearm. So I heard the snap before it hit the ground, and then I was kind of laying on the ground and my elbow was tucked in, but then I looked at my arm and like my hand was almost like facing the bench. The 25 minutes of point of impact to getting in the ambo it felt like 3 hours. Like the pain kind of didn't really disappear, and it just, if anything, it was kind of, you probably saw the way that I was reacting, like my legs were flapping around on the oval. And I've never really experienced pain that significant before in my whole life, so I knew it was bad.
The pain in my arm it was quite quickly because we had he's still in the family pain, so I just wanted to take
I guess, like, first and foremost was just to see him and let him know that I was there and that things were going to be okay. I went down to the rooms and I saw him laying there, and he was obviously in excruciating pain. And I think I was still in shock. It's okay, he'll be okay. We'll get through this, it won't. I guess at that point I didn't realise how bad it really was. You feel useless and helpless because you can only be there as a support.
Yeah, you get down there and it's like you're looking for people that are probably the close ones to you, and then as soon as you see there's an element of calmness that comes with that straight away. It's like a touch where, I probably at that time I was just probably told I needed to be told that I was going to be okay. And yeah, she was obviously the first one that did that, and yeah, it's pretty hard. Yeah, it's just like you have people in your life that have to go through the stuff that I do, and it's really hard to. Sorry. Yeah, it's like I signed up to play a game that I really enjoy, but you certainly don't plan on affecting the people around you as much as you probably do. I think, just as much as I rely on teammates on game day, I rely on Kahlia so much when I'm away from the game. When I went to hospital and you feel like you're enabled, that's probably the most challenging thing in life. I can't be there for her, I can't be there for Xander. And that's probably the 5% that people don't see, is the things that you struggle with. But I wouldn't be where I am now without Kahlia, not by a mile. Not without Xander, taking my mind off things when I really need to. We're gonna go to the park? You wanna go to the park?
People go down 2 hours early.
Ready? Whoa! Lift your feet up.
Tap in and make the most of the family time.
These are bits like the cream on top, really. Get a fair bit of time together, but as a trio, we don't get a heap. So you certainly cherish the times that you get, which is really good. It's important for me to be able to get that, because I feel like when I'm at the club, I can be the best version of me if I still tap in and make the most of the family times as well. So these are the good bits. And it's like, you can't help but roll into the club feeling good about yourself because you've managed to fill your cup with the family, and then you go and fill your cup with the boys at the club as well. So it's a good place to be. Up in there? Yeah. The position we're kind of in as terms of footballers, you get the terminology role model thrown around a lot. I don't think you really grasp that title, and probably till you have your own kids. I think you can role model some good behaviours in that. But what I'm soon learning out at the moment, how observant a kid is. I was like, he picks up everything that I do, wants to commentate, similar things like if the dogs are in trouble, he goes and remonstrates. I was like, but it's pretty cool because it also you get the good things as well. You show him something, and then he does it, and then you get like an element of enjoyment out of it. But it's good. You just got to take the bad with the good. Just most of the time, it's good. Up. Oh. He hates losing. And it's probably like I was saying before, he's so capable of doing a lot of things. The things that he can't do, he gets really, really frustrated. But it's a learning curve. You'll be right.
He's very impatient, like you.
Well, he definitely gets that from me. Just want to get there as quick as possible.
Yeah, what are we playing for?
So stakes tonight will actually be, you've got to organise dinner and you've got to wash up. So you've got to organise a whole lot.
Jeremy, he is just ridiculously competitive.
Always nervous. You can't have hard defence. It's like that competitive itch I need to scratch, and by doing that on field is what I crave and what I need. I'll probably drive Kahlia up the walls. Like, we talk about Xander's playroom upstairs. We play games every night, me v her. 0. I've seen Kahlia shoot worse than that, so I'm still not convinced that I've lost. And she thought she was competitive until she met me. So then it's like, it went to like next levels. And that's the game. Yeah, there's always got to be something on the line. You can't ever go into a game with nothing on the line. Maybe that's just a competitive gene, maybe. Hey? And he'll have it, because he hates losing already, so. Go!
So we'll have a look at the desensitisation. I'm going to put a few extra bits and pieces in here that are a little bit more intense.
So like putting my hand in there would make my skin crawl. Like I couldn't handle touching rice like at all. To be honest, I couldn't handle touching anything.
And it's, not even because it's painful. It's just really hypersensitive.
Yeah.
And the big thing with that is we have to desensitise the area, because otherwise you can develop a bit of an aversion to touching anything.
Being able to function for pretty much everything is back to normal, but
But it doesn't feel 100%.
It doesn't feel like, in terms of the way that it feels,
Yeah.
like the nerve stuff, that still has a bit of influence in there, but it's not going to stop me from playing.
Because we've come such a long way and he's done so well in therapy, it's now a point where it's like, great, let's see how it goes. Like, and then that'll motivate Jeremy more to do what he needs to do to get back to hopefully 100%.
Yeah, good
We're
signs.
looking forward to hearing about how it all goes, for sure.
Hopefully within a week.
Yeah.
Away we go.
Fingers crossed.
All right, sweet.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll see you in next session.
Yay! What's up?
Puppy! Just a time where me thinking about things is not great. It's probably like a lot of people. Like I wouldn't classify myself as an overthinker at all. But when you're laying in hospital all day for 2 weeks, you do a hell of a lot of thinking. So that wasn't good for me.
I honestly thought he would retire. Yeah, there was a period that I thought, like, football's not worth it. He just wants to get back to being able to do just general day-to-day things. But seeing him progress and seeing how quickly he has recovered, like, I'm so proud of him. And he's like so resilient that I guess I can't believe I even questioned that he would give up football.
But if you saw me 8 weeks ago, he was like, there's no chance that you'll ever step foot on a footy field again. But like being able to be a fully functional father and then a fully functional husband is probably the most important thing for me, and I feel like I'm back to that.
Steady.
Go.
Go! Oh! Ready?
Yeah, it's small things. Walking into the change room and seeing your jersey hanging up, it's it's the first thing I look at when I'm in there and not playing. It's like my jersey's not there, but it will be. And it's like, so the moment I feel like walking there again and seeing it, that's the kind of moment that you're waiting for. Like, I get goosebumps thinking about it. So it's like the moment that it's actually going to be in the build-up, get the butterflies going again. Like, I feel really sick. Like, even when you start thinking about what's about to happen, that's the stuff that I probably miss the most, but won't be too far away.